Yes, a very good afternoon to all of you, our viewers and associates. Today we have with us Mr. Vivek Kholi, co-founder of BabyJoy. Uh, he is a recipient of Indian Achievers Award 2022, and BabyJoy is in the process of expanding IVF services to middle class and lower middle class who were earlier not able to afford these kind of services. This is the prime objective and vision of Baby Joy at present. Welcome, Mr. Vivek, and thank you for taking time out
Hi,
with
hi,
us.
very good afternoon, and thanks for having me on the show.
Yes, and happy Social Media Day to you.
Yeah, same to you. Very important day
Yes,
for all of us.
yes, indeed. All right, so Mr. Vivek, please tell us something about you and your venture.
So, as you know, you've been in touch with me for a couple of years now. I am a co-founder of a chain of IVF centers across northern India. IVF is in vitro fertilization, and it's a kind of treatment which is given to those couples who are not able to have babies naturally. So it's more like a boon, and it is something that brings unlimited happiness to distressed couples who, due to some reasons, have not been able to conceive and have the happiness of having a child in their life. The main objective of our organization is to be able to enhance the success rates in IVF and radically reduce the cost of IVF. So when we entered into this segment about 5 or 6 years ago, then the success rates of IVF were very poor. They were hardly somewhere between 20 to 25%, which is 1 in 4 couples used to be successful after the treatment. And that is the reason many people did not go in for this kind of a treatment. On the other hand, the cost of IVF treatment was extremely high, and it ranged for somewhere between 2 to 3 lakhs. So over the last couple of years, we've brought about a disruption in the industry, and we've radically enhanced the success rates to somewhere close to 60 to 70%, which means every 2 out of 3 couples go back positive from baby joy. And we have reduced substantially the cost of IVF treatment and made it much more affordable to middle class, lower middle class, even poor population. So that has been the main objective of Baby Joy, and that has been the reason for our rapid and stupendous growth over the last couple of years.
All right, that's really good to hear about your commitment and what service you stand for in making IVF the most affordable solutions for the couples and bring joy and happiness into their lives. All right, so since it's a social media day, and so, Mr. Vivek, we have been watching and noticing your platforms, your personal profiles, and you are very active on all these social channels. So, please share what is your take on various social media platforms?
So, social media today gives a lot of strength to common population who earlier did not have any platform either to imbibe content or to express their views. So, the best thing I feel about social media is that it is agnostic to various barriers. For example, the barrier of education, the barrier of socio-economic strata, financial barrier, barrier of your position in society. So it's agnostic to all these barriers. And people from all walks of life, all age groups and demographics, all parts of society, all areas geographically can participate. So it gives a great strength to the people. And that is the reason that ventures like ours also get a great platform to voice and communicate about our brands, about our products, about our services to this great population that exists on these platforms. Yes, we are active socially, and that is the need of the hour. Digital is the new way of reaching out to your target audience and communicating with them. But more important than using it as a sole marketing platform or channel, we use it in two other ways. One, in communicating about ourselves, our stories, and our progress in this kind of a field. And secondly, it's a great platform for reviews. So these days, people give you reviews on the basis of the experiences and the success that they've had with you, how satisfied they are about you. So this is something that not only keeps us on our toes, but also with the great reviews, we are able to leverage on these great reviews and expand our services further and reach out to a broader and a wider population who earlier were sort of unaware about the process of IVF or test tube baby. So these are various aspects in which social media has become extremely powerful, and it is of great assistance and a great tool for startups and other organizations like ours.
Right. So I hear that the reviews, story building, assisting the customers, and getting feedback is equally important rather than just promoting or marketing about your
Exactly.
objective or
Exactly.
solutions
Exactly.
that you're providing.
Exactly.
All right. So, which social media platform has benefited your brand or business the most, or let's say that the customers have been able to find it very, it's like a value addition to their decision making process, or reducing the stress in that whole process? How do you
Right.
think which platform
So
has
yeah,
contributed and
exactly.
how have you
So first
leveraged
of
it?
all, social media makes the communication very direct. So, for example, if you compare it with a radio ad or a TV ad or a newspaper ad, then you give a particular ad, a person consumes the content, the timing of the content expires within a short span of time, and then the person has to decide how to make a query to you, maybe through an email or a call or something like that. So, social media breaks all those barriers of communication, and straight away someone can reach out to us on any form of social media. That is one. Before going on to your to answer your aspect about which social media we are into, I would also like to state another very important aspect, which is that social media also is a great platform for those budding entrepreneurs who need to fight the bigger players in the market. So what basically digital marketing has done is that it has somewhat created a level playing field, and today it does not matter whether you are competing with someone 10x or 100x your size. On social media, everything is very transparent and it is available with these resources are available across board to whether you are a very small player or a very big player. So we've leveraged this social media in the initial days of our journey very well when we were a relatively smaller player. And this being a investment intensive business and a business in which there are very much bigger players who are funded, who have great war chest and a lot of funds, and can even fail for many years before they go into profit. We had to fight with those kind of people, and with ATL kind of an activities like a newspaper or a radio or a TV, we did not have the budgets or the funds to be able to compete at that level. So digital media gave us a great leverage and a great level playing field in which the competition becomes extremely fair, and it's always boils down to your moat, your differential, your strategies, and what kind of extra you're able to give to your customer. So coming back to your question as to which social media platform is better, I would like to here say that to each his own. All social media platforms have got their own relevance, right? From Facebook to Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and even smaller platforms like Pinterest, where you can put on your PPTs, and there are various platforms where you can put up your videos. Various platforms, and all of these platforms have usage of their own, and it helps in cross marketing, and it also depends on what kind of a content you have and what kind of a team you have. On the basis of that, you might get different traction and different outcomes from different social media platforms. So basically, you should start with trying most of these platforms and then try to see as to which is the platform which is embracing you more, and from where you are getting a greater traction and a better response. But all these platforms are of equal value, and we've got a great response from various platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and allied channels. I can't hear you anymore.
Sorry. Yes, so now next question is, you've rightly said, and there's a huge scope, and to each its own, and it's how we use the platforms, not just use the platforms, add value to these platforms and show our commitment for what we deliver continuously and with the consistency is what makes it valuable for you. and for any brand perhaps. Now, so what will be your suggestions for other brands and business owners?
I would suggest that especially since I'm extremely passionate about entrepreneurship, about startups, about scaling up. So I get in touch with a lot of people and a lot of young minds and young people who are venturing into entrepreneurship. So my suggestion to them is that this is kind of a social media or part of which is part of digital marketing, even digital marketing per se as a whole, but especially social media gives you a very direct channel to your customers. It gives you a great opportunity to show them what value you add, what is the problem you've identified, what is the solution you've identified for that kind of a problem, and even a startup with limited resources and funds can start on these social media platforms. What is most important today is the content. As they say, content is the king. So if you've got a great product or a service and if you've got a great content to be able to communicate to your channel partners or your target audience, then there is no better route than social media, since it, as I said, it's a level playing field. It's highly cost effective, and most importantly, it's somewhere where you can always very easily measure your performance. So in many other areas of advertising and marketing, huge budgets are spent, but the measure of the performance is not there. Social media is something where easily you can measure your performance. You can come to know about your cost per lead, cost per conversion, cost per acquisition, and the optimization of these channels is extremely easy. And at the same time, these channels are extremely interesting and challenging, and it gives you a great scope to understand the pulse of the market and be in direct and consistent and a very close touch with your target audience.
Wow, that's a lot from social media powering it up with how small brands and entrepreneurs can also outshine when they don't have huge budgets. And you said about affordability, cost effectiveness, measurability, and of course, all of it comes with a very close watch on the challenges each channel presents to you,
That's right.
with the game being planned on content. And it may sound very easy, but it's not easy to create a simple content which connects with your audience.
That's so
And
true.
we have been watching this your brand very closely. I invite all our viewers to study about BabyJoy, their presence, Mr. Vivek's social sharing on LinkedIn, especially how motivating those stories are. And it gives us a lot of hope. uh, it gives humanity a lot of hope to the work that you are doing and spreading it across via social media. Mr. Vivek, on that note, anything else that you would like to say, or we would like to, uh, you know, uh, yes,
So
end?
I would just end with the same thought that a very happy social media day to everyone. Let's hope the social media platforms are equally useful for various other budding businesses and entrepreneurs like it's been for us. And a special thanks to very differentiated agencies like yours who do a very differentiated and focused work and help organizations like us to be able to strategize well, develop good and better content, and help us in the execution of the strategies, because mostly we are more busy on the business side of the organization, and agencies like yours are a great channel partner to be able to further our interest in the domain of social media. So thanks a lot for having me, and
Yes.
good luck to you too.
Pleasure is ours, Mr. Vivek, and I really acknowledge you for the appreciation you have shown for digital marketers and our continuous efforts like ours. And it really pays off to see brands shine and get benefit from digital strategies when we can be a partner, for any brand and any business's growth
Sure.
journey. On that note, thank you so much for taking time for us, and have a best wishes for your vision to be continuously providing affordable services in the area of IVF solutions.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, and
Thank
good luck and good wishes to all our viewers. Thank you.
thank you. Bye.